Ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 weeks away from Heaven Meets Hell here in FLW Fully Loaded Wrestling, and we have got a stacked card already. We have Phoebe Mack versus Gav Ashton versus Spencer West in a triple threat match to crown the first ever FLW Openweight Champion. But not only that, we have Cassandra Blade taking on Sylvia Calvert-Lewin in what's essentially a grudge match of all grudge matches. And then not to mention, we have ALexis Danvers taking on Jessica Harper. Their feud has gotten really heated over the past few weeks, and no pun intended. But speaking of heated feuds, we also have Zeke Salizer taking on Adam Rage in a no-holds-barred match for the FLW World Heavyweight Championship. And we have a stacked card here for you this evening. And oh no, not this guy. Why? Why do we have to start the show with Jack Bradford? Why can't he just stay in catering? Why do we have to sit through you? Nevertheless, Jack Bradford has been pining to get his hands on Mike Magnum Maxwell in singles action at Heaven Meets Hell. Last episode saw Jack Bradford teaming with ALexis Danvers and ultimately leaving her to fend off Mike Magnum Maxwell and Jessica Harper by herself. She ultimately got the victory, and that did not sit well with Jack Bradford. Oh, and he's grabbing a microphone. Of course he is. What the hell?
What is up, you sons of bitches? Are we ready to rock and roll? Yeah, I'm sure you are. And, you know, I'd love to let you all in on the festivities that we have planned for you tonight. But if the fine folks at FLW aren't going to respect me, why the hell would I respect them? Now, up to last week, I behaved to the best of my abilities. Look, I really did. Maybe it was a little mean. You can't blame me. I mean, when you've been in this industry for over 3 decades, you get a little bit sore. You get a little bit grumpy. And my goodness, you get a little bit tired of working with children. Sorry, I love a little Phil Brooks. Oh yeah, CM Punk. Oh, come on, you guys are no fun. Alright, whatever, where was I? I behaved to the best of my abilities, but my limits were pushed when I was put in that goddamn tag team match. I made it very clear that my initial issue is with Mike Magnum Maxwell, but through some twisted spin, I end up on the same team as ALexis Danvers. That son of a bitch that everyone knows I can't stand, but somehow I'm on the same team with her. But everyone's so surprised when I decide that I'm better than all of this. So yeah, I walked away. Maybe it was a dick move. Maybe it was personal. You don't know. You won't know. Because I'm not going to dwell on that mouth breather any longer than I need to. What I want is Mike Magnum Maxwell one-on-one at Heaven Meets Hell. And I'm not leaving this ring until I get my goddamn match. So as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen, you just tuned into the Jack Bradford Show until further notice.
This is not the Jack Bradford. No! Why do we have this? Oh, thank goodness someone is here to shut this guy up. Oh my god. ALexis Danvers has a match here tonight against fellow LGBTKO member and champion Nico Raiden. But it seems like her match is scheduled to go on first, but Jack Bradford is holding everyone up with that. Please get him out of here, Alexis. Oh my god.
Put your goddamn microphone down. What the hell are you doing out here? You daft? Hello? Anyone in there? Do you listen to me at all? My quarrel is not with you, good sir. Not yet, at least. So why are you out here? I can call you out. You can't just walk out here because you feel like it. Jesus Christ, I actually don't know how else to get through to you. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Dude, hey, chill. You're gonna pop a blood vessel or something. First, I'm going to address all of our adoring fans tonight. So, if you'll just give me a second here. Fort Worth, Texas! If you're ready to rock with the punk rock queen, throw your hands in the air and make some fucking noise!
What are you cheering for? This is the Jack Bradford Show, not the ALexis Danvers Show. This is the JBS, not the ADS. JBS, not ADS. JBS, not ADS. JBS, not ADS. JBS, not ADS. Stop cheering!
Okay, that's enough out of you, Jackie boy. It's time for the adult to talk, since it seems like all you're planning to do is throw a temper tantrum like a fucking 5-year-old.
Shut your stupid mouth before I smack the piercings off of you. I asked you a goddamn question. Why are you out here again? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to give me a reason that has at least a quarter of the common sense that it looks like you lack. Or else I'm gonna powerbomb you again. And this time, I think I'll do it on the ring apron like I did to Connor Murphy in the next company over.
Yeah, okay, listen. I'm not here for my match against Nico Raiden, if you haven't figured it out, I'm nuts. But I'm also here to give you a message from our GM. One that I really don't want to give you, because it's too fun to watch you fucking squirm like an ant under my fucking boot.
I'm sorry. You're delivering a message from our general manager. The, I don't know, general manager, can't tell me themselves. Meeting, email, fax it to me, pigeon carrier, Morse code. Why do you have to deliver it? What is you?
Because I have not... Dude, did you not fucking listen to me? Jesus fucking Christ on a fucking goddamn stick. Clean out your ears for once, and maybe you'll have some room for a brain up in that hollowed out space called a head.
Yes, I heard you have a match. It doesn't explain why it's specifically you. It could have been Nico, could have been... I don't know what you're talking about. There! Just tell me whatever the hell you have to tell me, so I don't have to look at you anymore. Please.
Okay. As long as it gets you to shut up and get out of the ring for my match. Sheesh. You, Jack Bradford, will get your wish for a one-on-one match with Mike Magnum Maxwell at Heaven Meets Hell. But use up your good graces again, and next time the GM won't be as easy to convince. Can you get out of the ring now, or do I have to kick your ass to leave?
Kick my ass right. Well, you know what? I got what I want. The bad guy done right gets to put down the whiny little brat in Triple M. Thank you, Danvers, for absolutely nothing. Watch your back, little lady. Never know when a human torpedo's coming in hot. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. You've all been great. I'll be here all night. You want to shut it.
Yeah, I'm here before I take the kneecaps or some shit like that.
Wow. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Magnum Maxwell taking on Jack Bradford at Heaven Meets Hell in 2 weeks from today. But first and foremost, now that we have Jack Bradford out of here, it's time for our opening contest of the evening. These two women train with each other more often than not. We have ALexis Danvers in the ring, but now we also have making her entrance, the LGBTKO champion, Nico Raiden. Nico Raiden just had a fantastic defense of her LGBTKO World Championship on Wednesday against Amber Reed. And she has another defense tomorrow against Amber Young over in EMPOWER on Unite. But the main reason this match was made is Danvers told herself she wants a chance at a title again, but she wants to earn it. She threw out the challenge to Nico Raiden. If I can beat you, I get a shot at your title. If I can't beat you, then I don't deserve to have the title. And Nico Raiden being the fighting champion, well, she agreed to the terms. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our opening contest. And these two slowly approaching each other. This is sure to be real heavy hitting. These two have to know each other real well with how often they train with each other. And both women going immediately after each other. Danvers going off with the springboard, and Nico reversing, getting back on top of Danvers. Nico going onto the apron. And Nico, springboard, get caught with the single leg drop kick. And Danvers had it scouted and just taking the time to show off a bit. Went for a ripcord knee, the ripcord knee or Larry, but holy crap, I can't keep up. What are these? Going for that ripcord again, but Nico had it scouted again. Danvers going for that. Nico, oh no, gets caught by Danvers with an uppercut. These two, this just goes to show. This goes to show how well these two know each other in the ring just by training with each other. These two cannot. These two cannot get an edge over each other. Danvers with the dragon screw. Danvers going to the outside of the ring. And Danvers now. Springboard. Hurricanrana. And Danvers begging Nico to get to her feet. And that beautiful dragon rana from the top rope. And Danvers going up to the top once again. I don't know what she was going for, but Nico not in position for it. Pushes her to the ropes. And Danvers now with the springboard Hurricanrana from the top, from the rope. Followed by that back elbow and going for the coffin drop, gets it flush. And now Danvers going for suplex on the Nico Raiden. And that huge moonsault, but Nico had it scouted, got the knees up. And a huge neck breaker from Nico to Danvers. Nico going for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beats to the chest of Danvers. Nico calling Danvers up to her feet. And went for that moonsault. That standing moonsault, but Danvers moving out of the way, just letting Nico fall all the way down to the floor and just slamming her into the apron of the ring. And Nico now returning the favor to Danvers, slamming her into the apron. And Nico just hitting the back of the head of Danvers. And Danvers and Nico know each other way too well. And Danvers now head first slide on the outside of the ring. And Danvers going for, wait, no. Nico fighting her way back up. Nico and Danvers both trying. That was almost, I could barely see that. But Nico right back on the offense here. And Danvers finding a way to slip past Nico's attacks here. Danvers going to the apron here. And a huge moonsault to the outside, and it connects with Nico. And Danvers throwing Nico into the ring here. Going up to the top rope. What's Danvers looking for here? Danvers calling Nico up to her feet. And goes for the whisper in the wind and connects flush. Danvers going to the outside, catching her breath a bit. But that may prove fatal! With Busaiku knee. 1. And Danvers kicks out at 1. And Nico now trying to drag Danvers somewhere, but Danvers fights out. And Danvers now with the Misery DT. Danvers dragging Nico to the center of the ring to go for the pin. 1, 2, and Nico kicks out at 2 from the Misery DT. And Nico now, Danvers went for the spear, but Nico wisely moving out of the ring. And Nico getting caught with that back elbow from Danvers. And Danvers now trying to go back on the offense here, but Nico tried to get that springboard in. Danvers, what's she going for here? Powerbomb position for Nico. And just a backstabber going into the pin. 1. And that's just a 1, ladies and gentlemen, from Nico Raiden. Danvers giving her curtsy to the crowd here. And don't know what Danvers was looking for there, but Nico taking advantage of the miscommunication of Danvers. Danvers now Irish up to the ropes, and again that spinning back elbow. Going for the coffin drop, but Nico moved out of the way and getting caught with that spinning back fist. And a dragon screw coming from Danvers once again. That moonsault, but again, Nico gets the knees up. And Nico now with Kill Jill. That's gotta be it. Going for the pin. 1. What? 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 Danvers kicked out at 1. What the hell? Danvers still has a lot of fight left in her. Danvers going for the head first slide, but Nico not allowing it. And Nico now with that suplex there. And Nico hitting that running kick into the corner. And Danvers now tossing Nico into the corner. Danvers not able to take advantage. And these two trying desperately to get the one up over each other. And Danvers fighting her way out of Nico's grip here. And that driver on the outside of the ring. Danvers right back on the offense here with that swinging neck breaker combination. And Danvers now right back in the driver's seat. Danvers being ever the performer. I don't know what Danvers is looking for there. It looked like some sort of counter, but she missed by a wide margin. But that won't stop her from getting right back into the offense here. And just slamming Nico into the apron. And going for the Kamigoye, does Danvers. Gets it flush. And Danvers now hitting the letter bomb onto Nico Raiden. The crowd chanting here one more time. Danvers going for the pin. 1, 2, and Nico kicks out at 2. Neither of these women want to give up the match. And again, going for a senton, but Nico getting the knees up. Danvers now fighting her way back up. Again with that back elbow. Danvers now going for the party poison. And Danvers goes for the pin here. 1, 2, and Nico once again kicking out. What are these two women made of? Danvers getting rocked with that knee. And Danvers, Irish whips. Nico ducks under, jumps over, and goes for that elbow again, but Nico finally had it scouted and makes Danvers pay. And Danvers jumping behind, and the inverted DDT to Nico Raiden. Once again, giving her credit to being ever the performer. And Nico now fighting her way out of Danvers' grasp. And Nico now, once again, kill, chill. That's gotta be it. 1. What? She kicked out at 1 again? What the hell? How the hell is Danvers doing this? What the hell? Danvers trying to fight her way back into it. Nico going for the drop kick, but again, Danvers just having it scouted. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a testament to how much Nico has been putting herself through. Danvers is kicking out of these moves at 1. It's almost like the strength is not there right now. And wait, what's Jessica Harper doing out here? What's going on oh my God! Danvers tossing Nico over the ropes to attack Jessica. Wait, was this planned? Oh my God, this was planned. And Danvers, looking for Eye of the Oracle. Wait, she's looking for it again. Eye of the Oracle. And Danvers looking to finish it with Party Poison to Jessica Harper. This was all a ruse. Jessica Harper got played by ALexis Danvers and Nico Raiden.
Oh, Jessica. Look. I hope that you're on the ground out there in as much pain as I can possibly fathom. Well, I hope you're out there in that much pain. I'm going to tell you something, and you better listen up. I don't know what delusions of grandeur you have, but your delusions are just that. I had nothing to do with you losing to my fiance. But you want to continuously blame me and put me under some sort of thumb that isn't there. So, at Heaven Meets Hell, I'm going to make sure you learn a lesson as to why a peasant doesn't mess with the punk rock queen, why a groupie doesn't try to sing with the band. You may be a witch, but I'm the real deal.
Wow. As we said, Jessica Harper taking on ALexis Danvers at Heaven Meets Hell in 2 weeks' time.
Let's go! And you're scared 'cause you're running for cover, but you might be ready for. And if the demons know you're scared to death, then they will find you where you are. Is there a virus infecting your system? Have like us and any more. That'll make you run on fast. Oh, we will never, never, never be apart. The evil has exploded. And now sold your eye, and now hold true to your fragile eye. With this rage inside me, give me to talk it, give me to talk it. Maybe now we can kill the enemy. So tell me, give me shit. Can't count the back you move. Let the fire carry on, let the fire go from me to you. From me to you.
You know, they say that all superstars are created equal. But you look at me, and you look at Spencer West, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beat me. Then you add Dav Ashton to the mix. Your chances of winning drastic go down. See, the freeway at Heaven or Hell, you got a 33 and 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Gav Ashton knows she can't beat me and she's not even gonna try. So, Spencer West, you take your 33 and 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and 1/3 chance of winning at Heaven or Hell. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we was to go one-on-one, and then add the 66 2/3%. I've got a 141 2/3 chance of winning at Heaven or Hell. See, Spencers? The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Heaven or Hell.
Yeah. This is it. This is what I'm gonna wear for Heaven Meets Hell. Thank you, Rudy.
Anytime.
Get out of here.
Who is that?
You're trespassing.
This is supposed to be a private shoot. Hey, call security. Man, I don't get paid enough for this.
Thank you, Rudy.
Anytime, Alan.
I'm feeling for the nacho cheese Doritos. But the pizza Pringles are calling my name. But I'm a slut for Doritos. But am I a bigger slut for Pringles? Decisions. Oh my god, get on with it! What the fuck?
Good morning, good evening, or good night. Welcome to Ace's Corner, starring your host, Ace Goodman.
I'm not doing this. Have you seen this asshole? The trash that he wears? It's embarrassing. I don't care if it's my job. I refuse to interview. Wait, how much are you paying? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first FLW's Aces Corner. This will be the talk show that I interview different wrestlers, let them have a platform to speak their minds. And I am your host, Ace Goodman. And for our very first ever guest, I have privilege to interview Alan Montoya. You're still doing this, huh, Ace? You know, I don't have to give you this platform. I'm sure there are plenty of real talent who would love to speak their minds. You know, I should be saying no to this, but I'm a sucker for pain. Let's do this. Great. So, let's get on with the first question. So, Alan, how does it feel to being left out of Heaven Meets Hell pay-per-view? You really want to remind me of that? Alright. Well, it's bittersweet because although I won't be competing there, I had big plans for that show. I even had a whole gear made for me. I even choreographed a whole entrance. And I'm not going to be able to do that, but that doesn't mean that it's the end for El Jefe. Plus, I get to do something I've never done in my career, and that's host this pay-per-view. So, all I'm hoping is, I just hope I do a decent job. The ego in this guy is insane. Anyways, I've always been wondering, what's with the mask? Like, you trying to hide something or what? You know, Ace, for somebody that seems to be really knowledgeable of pro wrestling, you seem to always lack the understanding of Lucha Libre, and especially the mask. I'm not trying to hide anything here, Ace. This is my legacy that I'm wearing. This is my history I've built. The mask represents an honor time tradition. I've had the mask for this long, and I don't ever plan to ever take it off. So the next question here, Montoya. Do you see yourself have a favorable future here in FLW? My career here thus far in FLW has been an interesting one. It's had its ups and it's had its downs. Sure, I've had some big losses here in FLW, but I've had big losses throughout my whole career. But with that said, I've also had big wins too. I don't plan to run away from FLW. In fact, I plan to stay here for a long time, whether you like it or not, Ace. The goal, as always, is to be the FLW Heavyweight Champion. Now, this time in my career, do I deserve to be champion? That's up for the higher-ups to see if they put me in that kind of situation, that opportunity. For now, I plan to work for it, as I've always done. So, to answer your question, yes, I do see myself have a favorable future here in FLW, and nobody is gonna get rid of me. I don't know about that there, Alan, cause I don't know how well you're up to date. You have a bounty on your hand, my friend. Which leads to my last question. What's your thought on this bounty of yours? Surprisingly, this isn't the first time I've had a bounty on my head. Matter of fact, this isn't the first time this year I've had a bounty on my head. But whoever set up the bounty, if someone does want to try to take it, please, by all means, test your luck. Because if you come for me, all that's gonna happen is you're gonna be taken to Powerbomb City, population you. Well, that goes for all the questions, but at last, that leaves up for this. Do you have any forbidden words you'd like to tell the FLW audience? All I do have to say is, in the spirit of Pride Month, be proud of who you are. Don't let anybody tell you who you should or shouldn't be. Love who you love. And in general, just don't be an asshole. Well, that's gonna do it for the first edition of Ace's Corner. Thanks, Alan, for talking with us. Well, thanks for having me, I guess. You mind? And thank you guys for watching the first Ace's Corner. And tune in next time, where hopefully the next time I get a better guest than that schmuck. Now, back to the action.
Thank you guys for watching, and now we return you to your regular scheduled programming. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not sure what we just watched. But we have a debut here. I'm sorry, what did we just watch? It appears we have a new talk show here in FLW, Ace's Corner. Okay, I'm going to try to focus back on the action, right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a debut here in Zach Quinn. He calls himself the biggest bitch in the room. Wait, hold on. Let me double check my notes here. And the biggest bitch in the building is what he calls himself. Okay. However, we have also a return here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the return of Bo Turner. The last time Bo Turner was seen in FLW, he unfortunately took a loss at Dawn of Champions. He is looking to rectify that here this evening in a win in his first match back in FLW. Ladies and gentlemen, like I've mentioned before, we are 2 weeks away from Heaven Meets Hell. And it's already a stacked card. We have Jessica Harper taking on ALexis Danvers, Zeke Salizer taking on Adam Rage for the FLW World Heavyweight Championship. We have Selena Adams taking on Megan Suzuki for the Women's World Championship. And so much more. Bo Turner, again, making his return to FLW after a long hiatus. And Bo Turner already going with the cutter on Zach Quinn. And a huge springboard moonsault going for the pin already. Not even a one. Not even a one. And Bo Turner going for a ground and pound, but Zach Quinn not having it, turning it around almost instantaneously. And collar elbow tie up. And Zach just shoving Bo Turner away. Once again, going for that tie up. Zach shoving, pushing Bo into the corner. And Zach trying to make an impressive showing here in his debut. Gets tossed in the corner. Well, no, not tossed. Now, collar elbow tie up once again. And Zach Quinn again shoving him away. Bo fighting out of Zach's grip. And that inverted DDT from Bo Turner. Bo Turner has quite a bit to prove to the FLW universe, trying to make a statement victory here. And now Bo Turner lifts up Zach Quinn and drops him neck first on the top rope. And Bo Bo Turner not really giving Zach any breath, any breathing room whatsoever. Bo Turner just went. Zach trying to get back into the match here. And seems to be getting the upper hand now. Bo Turner now, though, immediately taking the match back into his own favor. And went for looked like a springboard shooting star. But Zach moved out of the way and takes advantage of the wipeout. Irish up to the ropes and hits a spear. Hits a spear on Bo Turner. And the final flash knee from Bo Turner. Going for the pin. 1. And Zach kicks out at 1. Please be careful of the referee, boys. We only have 2 of them. And Bo Turner getting a bit cocky there. And Zach Quinn hits the running dropkick into the corner. With Bo Turner taking the momentum back into his favor. These two are going 1. And Bo kicks out at 1. Not enough damage done to even get a 2 count. And Zach Quinn now goes for the Irish whip. Bo reverses. Bo goes for probably a suplex, but Quinn fights out. And Bo Turner right back up to his feet. And a huge knee to the face of Bo Turner. And Bo fighting out of it. And a huge clothesline to Zach Quinn. And Bo went for something, but Zach had it scouted. But I'm trying to keep up with this, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, final flash knee from Bo Turner. Goes for the pin. But wait, ref. Kicks out at 1, but still. And Bo Turner with the hammerlock lariat. 1, 2. And Zach kicks out at 2. And Bo, what's he looking for here? With Death Valley Driver. And Zach hitting that huge springboard knee strike. What's Zach looking for here? Getting him up to his feet in that huge blockbuster. 1, 2, and Bo kicks out at 2. And Bo not appreciating that and flips it into a power bomb. And that huge lariat taking down Zach Quinn. Bo looking to end it here. And hitting the end of days. 1, 2, and Zach Quinn kicks out again. And Bo Turner, that springboard shooting star press. And Bo calling him up to his feet once more. And Zach fighting his way out of Bo's grip. And that huge hammerlock lariat Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And Bo kicks out at 2. Once again, he wants to make sure that his first victory back, his first match in FLW back, ends with a victory. And Bo, once again, looking to end it here. Will he get this chance? Going for the hammerlock lariat. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and once again, Zach Quinn kicks out. Frustration's gotta be boiling for Bo Turner here. And that huge Meteora to Zach Quinn. And DDT onto the apron. Bo Turner getting out of the way, and I didn't even know Bo Turner could move that fast. I didn't know he could move like that. But now he's on the ground after a Meteora, a pop-up Meteora from Zach Quinn. Bo Turner and Zach Quinn both on their feet. And the huge brain buster from Zach Quinn, and both gentlemen are down. And Zach hitting a front flip senton and a knee strike to the face of Bo Turner. Zach Quinn showing off some striking prowess here, ladies and gentlemen. And that huge lariat once again decapitating Zach Quinn, but Bo looked for something here. Bo was looking for something there. Zach had it scouted, and now Bo is fighting out of the grip. Ref's up to a count of 16. And the ref has to restart the count. Bo Turner, once again, trying to make a statement here in his first match back in FLW. Same with Zach Quinn in his first match ever in FLW. And Bo back into the ring, the same as Zach, and hitting that cutter into the ring. Zach looking to end it, but Bo had it scouted, but ends the Guri by Zach Quinn. Went for the drop kick and a super kick from Bo Turner. And that huge moonsault connects. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and Zach Quinn kicks out at 2. And now Zach getting sent to the apron, but fighting off Bo Turner, getting back. And went for something, but Zach Quinn got that DDT in. And Zach Quinn now went for that blockbuster again, but Bo had it scouted, flipping him back. And a huge elbow to the front of Zach's face. And Bo looking for the hidden blade, but no, Zach ducks under. And went for that elbow. And Bo Turner getting caught with a cutter, but both men once again are down. Zach first up to his feet. Now Bo Turner. Both try to land a strike, but Bo Turner gets gets the winning strike. 1, 2, 3. And Bo Turner is your winner, ladies and gentlemen, winning his first match back here in FLW. Gentlemen, here's your winner, Bo Turner, making an absolute statement in his first match back here in FLW. Congratulations, Bo Turner, and welcome to FLW to Zach Quinn as well. Both gentlemen put on a great show.
Heaven meets hell. The Rocky Mountain Monster versus the American Anarchist in No Holds Barred for the FLW World Championship. Your champion has everything to lose. Your challenger has nothing left to lose. See, for the past month, I have purposely kept myself away any way, shape, or form I could. Unless the powers that will be dragged me back here. And Zeke, in that time I had been thinking and I had been preparing for whatever you wanted to drag me into for this championship. I spent that time away so I wouldn't hurt my daughter any more than I have, because she seemingly doesn't understand this business well enough. She thinks I attacked Danvers because I looked at Alexa the same way I looked at Noah Miller. She thinks I look at ALexis Danvers like I was looked at my whole life. No. But I'm not here to talk about that, Zeke. I'm here to talk about you. You broke code when you announced that we were going to go into a no-holds-barred match. You tried to attack me, and then you call me the coward. Me! I don't respect that, Zeke. I don't respect how you can look at me. You can look at the god of the deathmatch, the American Anarchist, the man who put your head on a tombstone and busted open your sister just to get a shot at a world title that you gave to me on the silver platter. You didn't want to listen to any reason why I did it? You don't care that Jessica Harper has problems with your sister? No, the moment that I put my hands on her, apparently all thought left your head. That's fine. No holds barred. I know you want to put your hands on me. I know that Rocky Mountain monster that lives in you is ready to do whatever it can to kill me. And that's what it's going to have to be if you want to beat me at Heaven Meets Hell. If you want to drag my carcass to hell. I know the legacy that I'm trying to leave for my family, for my son. What about you, Zeke? What about you? What legacy are you trying to leave for your kids? Huh? What kind of message are you trying to spell for Piper Salizer? For Alex Holloway? For Macy? I hope you're ready. I honestly do hope you're ready. Because I will go into whatever links and do whatever I have to become the FLW World Champion. I will put my body through hell. I've done it my entire life. Go look at what I've done in WPW. Go look at what I've done in my career. The people I have fought. I'm willing to fight my own wife in death matches. Can you say the same? Heaven meets hell, Zeke. Heaven meets hell. in what might be one of the biggest clashes of your career. And I hope you're ready. See you then, champ.
Look, Anna, the art on the walls looks off.
So weird. Why is that?
I want to know why. Why? Why?
Get the hottest drink in the world. Twisted Chuck Energy.
Feel my heat, taking you high, burn with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Mirabel Duarte to take on Anna Simmons, the returning Anna Simmons. And here she is, the heartbreaker the heartbreaker of LGBTKO. She has not held back in how she feels about LGBTKO, how she feels about her place in this business. Having unfortunately lost to Brandon Dicey's at the Pipeline event not too long ago. And with that, losing her shot at a rematch against Nico Raiden for the LGBTKO World Championship. And now her opponent, the returning Anna Simmons. And these fans are waiting in anticipation. And here she is, Anna Simmons of the Twisted Sisters. The fans are absolutely loving this, loving Anna Simmons, making her return to FLW television. And not gonna lie, her theme song is a banger. And the crowd enjoying the performance by Anna Simmons, complete with pyro. And these two primed to go one-on-one. And Mirabel straight out the gate with the 585. And Anna Simmons kicking out, but Mirabel just and right into the captain's hook, and Mirabel just wrenching on it, and Anna has to tap out. A dominant victory here for Mirabelle. The encore for Anna Simmons just got cut short.
Cut the music. Cut my damn music. I have something to say, so you all are going to sit there, shut your mouths, and listen to me while I speak. I have had a shitty past couple weeks, and I needed to make a statement here tonight to send a message to everyone. ALexis Danvers, how did that temper tantrum on Unite feel a couple weeks ago, huh, Lexi? How does it feel knowing that I'm still in your head like I was the first time around? And guess what? You're not getting a second match with me. So sorry you wasted your breath, but I'm far from sorry for wasting your time. And Dicey's, I truly hope you don't waste away that title shot that you were handed. Everyone knows it should be me in that match for a rematch at my LGBTKO World Championship. So now I'm going to put myself on the best card here. At Heaven Meets Hell, I'm issuing an open challenge to anyone in that FLW locker room. Let me make a statement at your expense and watch as a true star takes the stage and makes the product just that more watchable.
See, now the show is finally good. It is I, your smooth operator, your big Spencer. I'm coming to you to announce that, well, you're looking at a winner, baby. The FLW Openweight Championship is mere grasps from Mint. While I think this is all very unnecessary, they should have just handed it to me last week. I'm good with a little extra screen time, so if they want me to show up, to perform, to riot, I'm more than obliged to. However, this triple threat, this hazing ritual is going to be brutal. I'm not going to treat Gav Ashton or Evie Mac with any kindness, because they made a mockery of the sport that we all love so dearly, and I take that incredibly seriously. So I hope they understand that I'm bringing not just my A game, but my S game. S for Spencer, S for smooth operator, S for soon-to-be openweight champion.
But out of it like a quitter, born to quit. Yeah, we know you're. When we passed a headline, you can't be bothered to try. You're in a mindless rush to die.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a packed night. A packed night here. We've had a couple of new announcements already, such as Jack Bradford. He is getting his match one-on-one against Mike Magnum Maxwell at Heaven Meets Hell. But not only that, we are also getting a Mirabelle Duarte Open Challenge at Heaven Meets Hell. And still to come, we have Adam Fowler taking on Zeke Salizer in our main event this evening. And not only that, no, I know this music. I know this music. Are they actually in the building? Oh my God! That's Cal Allen! That's Cal Allen! And normally she's accompanied by Scout Mackenzie! The LGBTKO Tag Team Champions, Eclipse, are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. They are the LGBTKO Tag Team Champions, the inaugural Tag Team Champions in their first reign still. They defeated Primal Instinct and Lucen's Delay to capture the titles. And as of right now, they have several defenses under their belt, including against Rose Dynasty, Soldier Poet Queen, JKS, and Road Wives, just to name a few. And coming up at a Matter of Pride 5, they have a ladder match for the LGBTKO Tag Team Championship. What are they doing here?
I know you're all very excited to have us, FLW, but I'm gonna need you all to shut up and listen to what I've got to say. Now, we've heard whisperings about FLW. Whisperings of a roster of tough motherfuckers who haven't yet lay in the shadow of Eclipse. We can't have that, can we? We've actually been in a bit of a bind, you see. We have these absolutely fucking gorgeous LGBTKO World Tag Team Championships. And for some reason, nobody can take them off our hands. Isn't it weird? Such a gorgeous hunk of metal, and we can't find anybody who wants it enough to take them from us. Now, every roster we grace with our presence tears themselves apart trying to find a worthwhile challenger, but they just seem to keep coming up short. Well, Fully Loaded, what dregs do you have to throw our way? Hit us with your best shot.
Wait a second. That's Macy Rahe and Piper Salizer, the squad. I did not expect... What the hell is going on? First we have Eclipse show up, which never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that was going to happen. But now we have the reunion of Piper Salizer and Macy Rahe as the squad in FLW 2. Oh my goodness.
Sorry to interrupt, ladies, but me and my bestie here took some interest in what you are offering. You see, we are DA Squad, a pair of fun-loving gals, and while in Starlight we didn't really get the opportunity to fight for Tag Gold, we figured if you are just gonna offer a shot, I especially wanted to take it. Because you see, I've had issues with you girls for quite some time, because I've seen how you treated my sister, you got in her head, made her into something she's not. And that is something I just can't accept you getting away with. So, while yes, the tag titles are a bonus, this is more personal than that.
My bestie and future sister-in-law is right. I made a statement that 2026 was going to be my year, and I meant every word. Now, you ladies have something that we want, and it's those beautiful tag titles. I want to start my record of gold in 2026 the right way, and it will be with my bestie Piper here. I'm also on a bit of a quest for revenge. You see, thanks to you two, I nearly lost my fiancé because you got in her head and nearly destroyed her mentally. I'm not letting that slide.
You're dragging Danvers into this? Making her into something she's not? She'll tell you herself. that this new her is exactly what she is, and exactly what she needs. Do you think that she would have nearly decapitated Maribel trying to save you if it wasn't for us, Macy?
She found that fire because she finally has people who aren't cowards in her life. Destroyed her mentally, Macy? Your fiancé has never been better. You should be offering me the first dance at your wedding for what we did.
The only thing y'all deserve is a swift kick in the ass. You're acting like you saved my sister, but you all did nothing but destroy her. And for that, we are gonna take your titles and put them on our shoulders, so that you can see just how much of a waste of space you both are.
The only thing I'll be offering you, Scout, is my foot knocking your damn lights out for the ref to say 1, 2, 3. New tag team champions.
Ladies.
I know that voice.
I think it's
Alexis.
getting a bit heated in here. Scout, Kel, pretty damn cool to see you in here. Actually, I didn't think you'd ever show up here in FLW, so I'm going to welcome you to my stomping grounds first and foremost. Secondly, Piper, Macy, I feel the need to clarify, they did not mentally wreck me. I did that to myself. I wasn't in a good spot mentally, and it showed, and I'm woman enough to admit that. But enough about me, because I don't even know how I even got to that. This isn't about me, no. This is about those tag team titles around the waists of Eclipse. I'm not here on the behalf of the general manager. Scout, Kel, I hope you don't have any plans on July 17th, because on that day, at Heaven Meets Hell, it will be Piper Salizer and Macy Rahe as the Squad taking on Scout McKenzie and Kel Valen in Eclipse for the LGBTKO Tag Team Championship. Now,
What?
I'm not going to pick a side because technically I'm right hand of LGBTKO. I need to stay impartial. But I will impart unto thee words of wisdom for both teams. Don't underestimate each other. The moment you do, it's lights out.
Wow! A huge match just set for Heaven Meets Hell in 2 weeks' time, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see right here, the Squad taking on Eclipse for the LGBTKO Tag Team Championship. But here's the thing, Macy might not go into that title list because up next, Macy has a match against the EMPOWER Intercontinental Champion, Jaden, in a 15-minute exhibition for the Intercontinental Championship. And here she comes. The EMPOWER Intercontinental Champion, Jaden. Getting a bit of a mixed reaction here, but hey. Jaden has been defending this title weekly on every show that she's been on for EMPOWER. And she won it by defeating Portia Page at the Pop-Out pay-per-view just a bit ago. There it is, the EMPOWER Intercontinental Championship. Here's Macy Rahe. And the champion, Jaden. And there's what it's all for right there. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Here we go. And Macy right on cue. Macy wants championship gold this year. And Macy's already busted open by Jaden. And Jaden calling Macy to her feet here. And a huge drop kick from the top turnbuckle. And just those slaps and that huge kick to end things off with. And Macy not liking any of Jaden's antics here. And Jaden went for that cartwheel Alabama slam. Macy had it scouted, but Jaden already back in control here. Showing off for the crowd. Back in the ring here. And Macy fighting back against Jaden. And a huge slam into the turnbuckle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening. Jaden with that coffin drop. And Jaden going to the top turnbuckle here, but Macy getting up in time and just tossing her off. And Jaden, and with a huge face buster. And that running neck breaker. Jaden just throwing everything and the kitchen sink at her, at Macy today. And Macy using the corner to pull herself up. Now Jaden on the offense, but Macy had it scouted, reversing. And now are we going to get a hockey fight here in Fort Worth, Texas tonight, ladies and gentlemen? And no, we are not, with a huge kick from Jaden. And that huge 1, 2, and a kick out from Macy at 2. Macy wants this gold around her waist. She just said it. It's her goal to start off with gold. And here's a single leg drop kick. Jaden a bit too far away to connect with what she was looking for. Macy now fighting out of Jaden's grasp. And now, Jaden now. What's she looking for here? and just yanking the arm against the rope of Macy. One, two, and Jaden picks out at 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a stacked card tonight already, and we're already on our co-main event. Coming up, though, we do have a face-to-face between Megan Suzuki and Selena Adams ahead of their match at Heaven Meets Hell for the FLW Women's World Championship. Jaden up to the top rope. A huge falling knee. And 10 minutes remain on the clock. 5 minutes have passed. 1. And Macy kicks out at 1. Jaden calling her up. And it went for the drop kick, but nobody home. Macy ducks down, jumps over. And wherever she was looking for, Jaden had it scouted. Macy probably took way too long. Now, dropped on the top rope. And Jaden now with that huge Meteora. And now Jaden with this crossface locked in. And Macy clawing her way out of it. Macy went for something, but Jaden had it scouted, taking her right to the ground. Macy trying to mount an offense here, but Jaden just too good right now. And a huge flapjack from Macy. And Jaden getting tossed out of the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Macy catching her breath before finally heading outside. Smart decision because Macy cannot win the title via countout. The only way she can win the title is if it's by pinfall or submission. Macy went for something, but did not have any luck there. Now, once again, we have a huge match that just got set for Heaven Meets Hell, and that is Eclipse defending their tag team titles, their LGBTKO tag team titles, against The Squad in Piper Salizer and Macy Rahe. And both women of The Squad have made it adamant and very clear that the reason why they want to go after Eclipse is because they are convinced that ALexis Danvers had her mind warped by Eclipse. And they would love nothing more than revenge. And Macy starting to get back into the match. And Jaden now. Jaden restarting the count. And a huge poison Rana from Jaden to Macy on the outside. And Jaden now taking her time. And Macy went for something. Jaden had it scouted. Macy with that chop block to the back of the knee for Jaden. And Jaden with that huge headbutt. And now with the Russian leg sweep, with a side Russian leg sweep from Macy. 5 minutes remain in this match. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes are left in this match, and a huge forearm from Jaden. And going for the rack attack on Macy Rahe. And she goes for the pin. Macy kicks out at 1. How the heck? And Jaden is not happy about that. Jaden is not happy about that. A huge single leg, springboard single leg drop kick. And Macy fighting her way back into this match. And these two Macy taking Jaden's head. That's got to be it. 1, 2, and Jaden kicks out at 2. These women have less than 4 minutes left to either get a pinfall or submission on the other. And Macy now in trouble here. And Macy in trouble. Jaden with her submission in. And Macy fighting her way out of it. Less than 3 minutes remain on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. And Macy kicks out at 2. And Macy getting her way back up to the feet, back up to her feet. And Jaden up top, but not for long. Jaden fights her way out. And Macy with the clothesline to Jaden. And Macy beckoning Jaden up. And Macy trying to figure out what to do with Jaden. But Jaden taking advantage of the time. And a huge body slam from Macy. Less than 2 minutes remain. 2-minute warning. And went for a crossbody splash, but no one home. And a DDT to Jaden from Macy. And Macy flipping Jaden around. And Jaden just slamming Macy into the ground. And Macy, what's she looking for here? It looks like she was going for a choke slam, but Jaden fights her way out of it and hits 1, 2, and Macy kicks out. And went for the coffin drop, and Macy said no. Less than a minute less than a minute remains on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. One of these two women needs to get in gear. And Jaden just tossing Macy like it's nothing. And now Macy, once again, going up to the top rope, middle rope, and hits a moonsault. 30 seconds remain, ladies and gentlemen. And Macy slides around back, ducks under, single leg drop kick. Macy calling her up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time limit draw. You can hear the crowd chanting, "Restart match." Restart the match. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not think that will be happening. As we watch the replays here, Macy gave it her all, but both of them gave it their all, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough to get it done within 15 minutes.
I get up, I get down, and I'm jumping around, and the rumpus and ruckus so comfortable now. Been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to grow. So I got an apartment across from the park, put quinoa in my fridge, still I'm not feeling grown. Been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to go.
Here we go.
So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang, let's go out with a bang. I'm way too young to lie here forever, I'm way too old to try. So whatever, come hang, let's go out with a bang. So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang, let's go out with a bang.
Here we go.
So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been such an action-packed evening so far. We've got several new match announcements for Heaven Meets Hell here in 2 weeks. But next up, we have a face-off between Megan Suzuki and Selena Adams, who are going to vie for the FLW Women's World Championship here in 2 weeks at Heaven Meets Hell. This will be the first time that they have met face-to-face in a traditional manner. And here comes the champion, the women's champion, the Joshi Punk, Megan Suzuki. And these two, they don't necessarily have any animosity towards each other, but they both want to be at the top of the food chain. Selena Adams wants the title belt to prove that she can still be world champion. Selena Adams wants the title belt to prove that they can still go. Megan Suzuki has been a fighting champion ever since winning that title. And here they come, Selena Adams. Making their way to the ring. Selena Adams, the head coach of LGBTKO, have a match coming up on A Matter of Pride 5, Night 1, an exploding barbed wire death match against one Kyle Noble. But first and foremost, before she even gets there, she has to get through Megan Suzuki at Heaven Meets Hell.
Selena, I know who you are. I know what you did in APW and other promotions where we shared a locker room. I know the long nights, the crowds, the matches that made you tougher when nobody was watching. That's why I respect you. You didn't get here because somebody handed you an opportunity. You earned it. But respect and championships are two different things. Everybody believes they can beat me until they're standing across from me. You say you want proof that you belong at this level. At Heaven Meets Hell, you'll get that chance. Bring the best version of Selena Adams that you ever produced, because I'm bringing the champion that's beaten everyone put in front of her. If you're good enough, you'll leave with this title, but if you're not, you'll find out why I've carried it for so long.
Megan, I have respect for you. You're a great champion. You're a great competitor, but that's the difference. You have the title. You have the respect. You have the acclaim in this company, and I don't. I don't have a title, and I don't know how much longer I can compete for. And I don't feel I have the respect of my peers. I don't have the respect of my friends. So don't get me wrong. While I appreciate you giving me your respect, I don't want your respect. I want your title. I want the belt you hold around my waist. And I want it for the acclaim. I want it for the respect. And I want it to fulfill the promise to my mother that I made, that I will be a world's champion again. And hell, Megan, I kind of just want it because I have something to fucking prove. So don't get me wrong, you're great. But at Heaven Meets Hell, you meet your end as champion.
You want my respect? Good, because you're not getting any sympathy. You say you need this championship, everybody who stands across from me says they need it. They say it's their destiny, their dream, their redemption. Then the bell rings, and they're just another name on my resume. You want this title because you have something to prove? Perfect. Come prove it. But understand this, Selena, wanting my championship doesn't mean you can take it. At Heaven Meets Hell, you don't finish your story. You become the next chapter in mine.
Strong words from both competitors here this evening. We'll just have to wait to see how this goes. But next, we have our main event of the evening. Zeke Salizer taking on Adam Fowler. Two close friends. And Adam wanting to make sure that Zeke's mind is in the right place before he gets to his match against Adam Rage at Heaven Meets Hell in 2 weeks' time. And here is the world champion now, Zeke Salizer. Looking determined as ever the FLW World Heavyweight Champion. From what I can see, he's actually grabbing a mic. Let's see what he has to say.
Adam. You slimy son of a bitch. I heard what you had to say today. And I'll admit, it was some good words. Truly. Acting like your attack on my sister wasn't a personal attack on also your own daughter, my future sister-in-law. But it wasn't personal? Oh, Adam. Of course it was personal. And it's okay. It's okay that it was, my brother. It's okay. Because that's going to make what I do to you at Heaven Meets Hell all the more worth it. You see, you didn't just attack my sister. You disrespected my family. And that's not something you do, especially when I have had so much respect for your family my entire career. Zeke Salizer and Adam Rage. We've been in multiple companies together. Fought even side by side sometimes. But we've never fought one-on-one in a rivalry as heated as this. And at Heaven Meets Hell, I am going to show the world how much of a fraud Adam Rage is. No Holds Barred is the match that I wanted. I wanted to put myself into this. You want to sit here and call me a coward for attacking you? Bet it was a little bit of deja vu, huh? Seeing as you did the same thing weeks before. But that's not about that. What it's about is our match at Heaven Meets Hell. And you're right, Adam. I'm gonna do everything I can to get my hands on you. And Adam, you sit here and you say this is gonna be the king of deathmatches versus the Rocky Mountain Monster? Oh no, Adam. You are not getting the Rocky Mountain Monster. You're getting something far, far worse. You're getting a version of me that you're actually quite familiar with. Because, well, pretty sure I used this version of me to kick the fuck out of you in a certain company not too while back. Hell, I even had your wife on my side when I was this version of myself. How'd that feel, by the way? And you want to sit here and talk about your kids and my daughters, but you don't seem to give a fuck about your daughter, seeing as how this is now the second time you've attacked one of her partners. You're a real shitty fucking dad, you know that? A real piece of fucking work, man. And too bad that, she seems to like me a bit more right now than you. And that's okay, she's my sister-in-law, and I will gladly always welcome her in my family. Which is why it's gonna hurt so much what I have to do to you. Adam, I'm not just gonna kill you. I'm not just going to do everything in my power to do so. I'm gonna make it hurt. I'm going to make this the greatest achievement of my career It's going to feel wonderful. I'll see you at Heaven Meets Hell, my friend. It's going to be your last stand. I'm going to let it all burn.
And there you have it, Zeke Salizer, a man on a mission, leaving no stone unturned when it comes to his response to Adam Rage. But we move on from Adam Rage to Adam Fowler. Adam Fowler good friends with Zeke Salizer, good friends with Samantha Salizer, almost like a big brother figure to Piper Salizer.
Where do I start?
Adam not having the best track record here in the FLW, but he's looking to at least make sure Zeke is in the right mindset heading into Heaven Meets Hell in 2 weeks' time. Adam Fowler, fun fact, Adam Fowler has now faced both men in this feud. He faced Adam Rage a few weeks back, and now he's facing Zeke Salizer tonight. And Zeke already on the offensive here, ladies and gentlemen. But Fowler moving out of the way, hits a springboard backflip. And Fowler hitting a clothesline. You can see the size difference between the two. So it's going to be a bit rough for Fowler to get any sort of significant offense in, unless he throws all of his body weight towards Zeke. But he does get Zeke with a drop kick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, thank you for stopping along the ride. We are on our main event of the evening. Zeke Salizer, our world champion, Zeke Salizer, taking on Adam Fowler. 2 weeks ahead of our pay-per-view, Heaven Meets Hell, where we have a lot of blockbuster matches going on, such as Zeke Salizer taking on Adam Rage in a no-holds-barred match for the FLW World Heavyweight Championship. Not only that, Megan Suzuki versus Selena Adams in a match for the FLW Women's World Championship. And just announced tonight, we will have Eclipse defend their LGBTKO Tag Team Championship at Heaven Meets Hell against Piper Salizer and Macy Rahe in the squad. And we also have Jessica Harper taking on ALexis Danvers in a match that has gotten to be very personal between the two. As we get back to the action here, Fowler with a huge springboard back flip. And now Fowler taking it straight to Salizer. What's Fowler thinking here? Runs off the rope and hits a knee strike to the side of the head. Sometimes one well-placed strike is what you need. It's all you need. And Zeke now from behind, and a reverse choke slam. And Zeke, knee to the head of Adam Fowler. And Zeke now went for something, but Fowler had it scouted. And a huge bulldog from Adam Fowler. And Fowler now looking to get Zeke up. What's he looking for here? And a huge meteor from the top rope to Zeke Salizer. And Adam now calling him up to his feet, calling Champ up to his feet. And it looks like we have ourselves a strike exchange, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to be having a good old-fashioned hockey fight here tonight? We're about to find out. And Zeke and Fowler just exchanging blows. And we have a hockey fight, ladies and gentlemen, here in Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, I'm going to run down the card and results for you from this evening. Our opening match between ALexis Danvers and Nico Raiden ended in a no contest after Jessica Harper tried interfering in what was a ruse match between Danvers and Raiden. Our second match saw the debut of one Zach Quinn taking on the returning Bo Turner, and Bo Turner making a statement, won over Zach Quinn in his return match. And it looks like, I think we have blood, ladies and gentlemen. Following our second match, we had Mirabel Duarte taking on Anna Simmons in a harsh squash of a match. Not only that, Mirabel Duarte put out an open challenge for Heaven Meets Hell. And our co-main event saw Macy Rahe challenge for the EMPOWER Intercontinental Championship, currently held by Jaden, as we get more blood, this time from Zeke Salizer. The match ended up going to the 15-minute time limit draw. So we'll just have to wait and see what implications are going to happen next. As Fowler misses, and Zeke goes behind, but Fowler elbows Zeke in the face. Fowler went for something, but Zeke gets the clothesline. Went for the leg drop, but Fowler gets out of the way. Goes for the drop kick, but Zeke rolls out of the way. And now what's Zeke looking for? A vertical suplex from Salizer, but both men are down. Now both men are up at the exact same time. And Death Valley Driver from Zeke Salizer. And we all know what this is, ladies and gentlemen. The Salizer Claymore. Zeke goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Fowler kicks out. And Zeke Again, getting Fowler up. And Zeke trying to figure out what to do with Fowler here. And Zeke with the neck breaker to Fowler. Fowler is in a bad way here. Zeke daring Fowler to get up to his feet, and he does, but it backfires for Zeke, but Zeke fires back, and Zeke hoisting him up into the power. No! Rolls through into a pin. One, two, and Fowler kicks out. Zeke once again getting him to get up. But Fowler fighting his way out of the grip of Zeke Salizer. And a huge elbow to the head of Adam Fowler. These two know each other really well. It seems neither of them can get a true advantage over the other. But Adam Fowler slamming Zeke into the mat. And Zeke getting slammed into the canvas by Fowler. And Fowler with that huge headbutt. And Fowler now went for that meteor again, but no one home. And Zeke daring him to get up. And Zeke with the running power slam to Fowler. That's got to be one. And a kick out at one from Adam Fowler. Getting him to get up, kicking him away, and they went for a double axe handle, but Fowler saw it coming. And a huge slam into the mat from Fowler. And Fowler picking Zeke up. Got the first kick, missed the second, and got the springboard backflip. Fowler now getting Zeke to his feet once again. And Meteora from the top rope. And went for something, but Zeke had it scouted and said, no, I've had enough. Zeke with that knee to the face once again. And Zeke now, what's he looking for here? And a big boot from Salizer here. 1, 2, and they kick out at 2. Zeke being flattened by Fowler from that. And Fowler now, Irish whip. Hits that wing clipper. 1, 2. And Zeke kicks out. Danvers calling him up. Fowler now taking advantage. Calling Zeke up to his feet. And hits that meteor from the top rope once again. Goes for the pin here. 1. And just a 1 from Zeke Salizer. And Zeke with that huge power bomb. That one-handed power bomb. And Zeke once again with that big boom. Huge power bomb. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Adam Fowler still kicks out. And again, please be careful of the referees. We only have 2 of them, gentlemen. And Fowler going for his striking exchanges. And being slammed into the corner is Salizer. But Salizer picking his way back up. And Fowler's in a bad way here, ladies and gentlemen. And Zeke up to the top rope, hits that elbow drop. The elbow drop that Macho Man Randy Savage would be proud of. And Fowler getting back up and clotheslining Zeke. And Fowler hitting that stomp, but both competitors kind of out of it right now. And Fowler fighting his way out of the powerbomb decision from Zeke Salizer, and an alley-oop from the corner. And Fowler now looking to end it. And Fowler on a roll here, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, that coup de grace. 1, 2. And once again, Zeke kicks out. And Zeke now just tossing Fowler back into the ring. Fowler in all sorts of trouble here. And Fowler just getting chucked upward in the air from Zeke Salizer, and that huge elbow drop one more time. And Zeke being given a bit more of a run for his money than he thought that Fowler would give him. But now Zeke with the DDT stops Fowler in his tracks. And Fowler's right back up, looking for a big old comeback here, ladies and gentlemen. And Zeke had that scout. Whoever Fowler was looking for, he had it scouted. And Zeke, what's he looking for? And just spears Fowler to the outside. And now Zeke, wait, Fowler slips out from behind. Now Fowler, what's he looking for here? Oh, he was, wait, Zeke rolling him up. 1, 2, and that would have been disastrous. Yes, wow. 1, 2. How is Adam Fowler still kicking out, ladies and gentlemen? How is he still finding the wherewithal to kick out? Knees up, knees up. And Fowler went for the drop kick. Zeke back on top now, proverbially and literally. But Fowler rolls out of the way. And a huge Claymore. The Salizer Claymore from out of nowhere. 1, 2. And Fowler still kicking out. Fowler hitting a shoulder tackle takedown. And Fowler went for something, but Zeke right back on top of it. And Fowler out of the way of that leg drop. Ladies and gentlemen, for our last match of the evening, this is surely delivering. And Fowler up to the top. Is he looking for the Meteor again? And Fowler just face planting into the ring. And Zeke now with an elbow from the top turnbuckle. And Zeke just cranking the head of Adam Fowler. Both of these men have been through hell. And Fowler now with taste of pain. 1, 2, and Zeke still kicking out. And that's got to be it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and Zeke, our champ, still kicking out. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the mat. It is just stained with blood. And Fowler up to the top rope. And again, that huge Meteora. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And Zeke still kicking out. These two have been going at it for a good long while. What's it going to take for either of these men to put the other down? And Fowler now. Is he looking for it again? Went for that meteor again. Loves going for that meteor, but Zeke had it scouted. Zeke calling him up to his feet here. Look at the carnage that these two have wrought upon each other. And that power slam. And the huge forearm. Went for something, but Zeke with the one-handed power bomb. And just Zeke having enough. And Zeke just wanting the match to end. Telling Fowler just to stay put, just to stay down. And that running power slam again. And Zeke, what's he looking for here? And a huge power bomb. Zeke looking to end it here. And he went for that boot. And Fowler with the takedown. And Fowler, I'm not sure what he was doing there. But he kind of wasted precious time. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Fowler still kicking out. But you can see that had to have been instinct. And then the Death Valley driver. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Zeke Salizer is the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been such an action-packed night. From top to bottom, lots of surprises. Just look at the damage done to Zeke Salizer. But he persevered. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in 2 weeks' time at Heaven Meets Hell. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope you all have a great